Welcome back, everybody. Dr. Drew from Talk Radio 790 joins us for the first time here on the NBC4 News at 11 a.m. Great to see you. Great to talk to you.
Thank you, guys. Pleasure to be here. Really. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. We understand that you're going to be talking about a lot of water cooler topics on your show. One of them, that mom who overdosed with a 10-month-old baby in the back seat of her car.
Yeah.
How does this happen?
Well, I'm sort of mystified by how sort of much effect these pictures have had upon people. If you remember the original post from back in the Midwest where there was a couple in a car passed out and a young child in the back, people were outraged. How could we? And the cops at the time just said, look, this is what we deal with all day long. We talk about opiate addiction. We talk about the heroin epidemic. Guess what? This is what it does. This is what it looks like routinely. And people stuck in that opiate addiction, nothing matters more than the opiate. Everything else shrinks. They love the opiate more than they love their own children. They can get better, but man, it takes a lot of work.
And you just think about the kids left in the car, and thankfully people were able to get to them and help the child before something happened.
Thank God she didn't drive. I mean, she would have been driving intoxicated. I'd rather see her passed out than drive. And also, thank God she didn't overdose and die and end up in a hot car with a kid. I mean, the consequences of opiate addiction are profound. And look, we consume something like 90% of the opiates in the world here. People that can't get the pills move over to heroin. We are in the middle of an epidemic. I think the one thing I just throw out a caveat, if you're on opiates for more than 2 weeks, think about it. Get an evaluation. And number two, do not take benzodiazepines with an opiate. The Valium class, the sleeping medication, that's when people die.
Dr. Drew, awful. We do want to shift gears a little bit. Something else a lot of people are talking about. We've seen this video of a man vandalizing Donald Trump's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He's been speaking out, and today we just reported that he turned himself into police.
Right. Well, we had good times, right? And so, can you hear me there, Whit?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I thought you were playing that tape over this, but here's the deal. I'm going to speak to an attorney and a psychologist in just a couple minutes on my program. And the psychologist was saying that we are in, people's emotions are so raw at such a pitch level. They're feeling almost like somebody's stuck in an abusive relationship, the way they're relating to the news and the election campaigns this year. And people are sort of breaking, they're sort of striking out. It's like somebody in a domestic situation, it finally strikes back, and that's what this guy did. My question to the attorney is, I'm going to get him in just a minute, which is, can Donald Trump do anything here? In other words, can he say, hey, forgive the guy, I'll pay to have it repaired? I mean, or is it just vandalism and this guy's going to have to do his community service and that's that?
Well, it's interesting because this guy, as we reported earlier, very wealthy and heir to the Otis elevator fortune, and I think he's just going to pay the fines and move on, is his plan.
Probably, but I think a judge would ask him to do some community service as well. But again, to me, it's just symptomatic of how profoundly agitated we all are. I can't wait for this election to be over.
We hear that a lot.
Yes, the acute election stress syndrome, like AES, and maybe there's going to be a post-acute election stress syndrome that we're going to have to deal with afterwards. I don't know, but I'm watching and I'm talking, and we'll try to figure this out and navigate through it.
Yeah, that's fascinating. All right, Dr. Drew, thanks so much. And
you bet.
You can catch Dr. Drew midday live with Mike Catherwood. It airs at noon to 3 on AM 790.